I'm Rick Johanson, and this is IronEcho Design. In this Inkscape tutorial, I want to show you how you can create a text design like this, but by using the cloning feature, you can then make changes and it'll echo across all the different clones. So we had the Boston Marathon a couple weeks ago here. I thought that could be a good subject matter, and we'll just start. Okay, so basically I wrote run, and you can use any font you want. This is Enter. It's an open source Google font, but just pick something that you have that's thick. It makes it easier. Now I made it red because there's a hidden feature you may not even know sitting on the fill and stroke menu. So I'll go to fill and stroke, and I'm sure you've seen that you can change colors. If I select this, I can change it to different colors with fill and stroke when you're set to flat color. So basically the fill could be whatever color we have here. Did you ever look and see this question mark? It says Unset Paint. If you click on that, it becomes almost in a quantum state. It could become anything. And there's several features inside of Inkscape where that comes into play, and cloning is one of them. So we'll keep it red just to show you what we're doing, and let's make the clones. If you've never ever made a clone, go to Edit, Clone, Create Clone, and it will pop one on top of the other. Which is which? You got to click. This one is not letting me change the text, so that means it's the clone. This is the original. Why? Because that's the way it is. Let's do the exercise. You can do edit, clone one at a time, or you can be on edit, clone, and choose create tiled clones. Now I've got several tutorials that explains they go pretty deep into all this. For today, let's keep it super simple. On the first tab, symmetry, do simple translation. The only thing we'll worry about is shift and hit reset so it's all blank so you can see what I'm saying. Rather than have all the clones on top of each other, I'm going to spread them out so they all just come straight down here. And if I want to do that, it's complicated. Just take my word for it. Under Shift X column, do -100, and Shift Y column, do regular 100. Then the rows columns, I want one row with 8, because I'm doing 8 clones, create. There they go. They're all the way down. Which one is the original though? This is the original. So we'll put the original up here. And this will be our line of 8 clones. Now I want to make it unset. So back to fill and stroke. This is the clone, because I can do the text, change it to unset. And they all become unset. And that will let us go to the bottom one. You can make sure you're on the fill, choose eyedropper, and change the color. And you go through each one, and it could be any color palette. I happen to want to do this one. So I'll have these color codes in the description below if you want them. And I thought about showing you how to do the tiled clone so it actually creates a diagonal automatically, but that is too complicated, and the feedback I've been getting is people like it when I go slow. So we'll do it manually. Here's the first one, and I'll just eyeball it and line them up on a diagonal. You can be more precise, but this is simple the way it is, and we've already done it in about 10 seconds there. Okay, so we have our lineup. I think I will skew it. If you've never done that, click on it till you see the handles here, the curve handles, and just draw up the center. There you go. Pull over this. Maybe we add the exclamation point. And that could be it, but I did like to have the white background because I think it lets it pop. So let's do a bonus tutorial here. The most mysterious tool in all of Inkscape, in my opinion, is Paint Bucket. Training for today is Paint Bucket will use whatever color you had last. So I'm just going to do a white random shape, which means that's the last thing I did, which means it will spell out white paint. So I go to Paint Bucket right here. Fill by, one of the choices at the bottom here is alpha. If I click on nothing, nothing happens. But if I click on this, it will spill out the white paint like that. Now let's put that towards the bottom. And there's many ways you can do the dynamic offset. There's path effects, there's actually under path, dynamic offset. But right above that is outset. It's so simple. For me, sometimes it's just easier. You can also do control parentheses. So I'll do that. I'll click it once so you can see, you can barely see. Control parentheses, and keep hitting that until it's the thickness you want. And that's the tutorial. And you can actually still change it. Though the white won't change, that wasn't cloned, but I can write whatever I want. So thank you. I meant to say thank you.